Welcome, dear student, in the history class of Standard 10th. Today, we will be learning chapter number 6, that is Entertainment and History. So, children, let us start with Module 1 of Entertainment and History. So, the following topics that we will be covering in this module are Introduction of the chapter, Needs of Entertainment, Folk Theatre and Marathi Theatre. So let's start with today's chapter, that is Entertainment and History. Children, first of all, let us understand that what is entertainment. Entertainment is a form of activity that holds the attention and the interest of an audience, or it gives pleasure and delight someone. It can be an idea or a task, but is more likely to be one of the activities or events that have developed over thousands of years ago, specifically for the purpose of keeping an audience attention. Things that help us to refresh our mind and gives a feeling of happiness are the source of entertainment. Various hobbies, games, drama, films, reading, writing, etc. are the source of entertainment. Entertainment provides a diversion or permits people to assume themselves in their leisure time and may also provides fun, enjoyment and laughter. It applies to every aspect of entertainment including cinema, television, radio, theater and music. Children, let us understand that why do we need entertainment? Needs of entertainment. Entertainment is important as it brings people together and is a good way for entertained family to bond. It diverts people's attention from their demanding lives and assume them in their pleasure time. Usually, entertainment is fun, enjoyable and pleasurable. Entertainment can take various forms including music, drama, storytelling, movies, sports, dance, and traditional performances. Entertainment brings happiness, which is fundamental and powerful medicine that aids health and well-being. It is said, when you are happy, you have everything. Happiness can even reduce stress, tension. Movies, music, and TV serials can also create joy in people's lives. When watching or listening, members of the audience tend to forget the sang, miseries, worries, and difficulties of their own lives. Healthy environment or healthy entertainment of excellent quality is essential for the healthy growth of one's personality. Entertainment keeps our mind lively and fresh. It may also make us feel physically more energetic. So, eventually, our efficiency at work improves. Pursuing hobbies and games help in personality development. In India, many festivals, sports, dance, music, etc. were developed as a form of entertainment since ancient time. There are various forms of entertainment available in the modern period as well. Let us understand different types of entertainment. Classification of entertainment. Entertainment can be divided or classified into two different categories, such as active entertainment and passive entertainment. Active entertainment, it anticipates an individual mental physical participation. For example, practicing of handicrafts and participation in sports activity are the examples of active participation or active entertainment. Passive entertainment. Passive entertainment means to put yourself on an autopilot and expect yourself to immerse in whole new surrounding. Watching a sport match or listening to music or watching a movie are the examples of passive entertainment. In this type of entertainment, we are not actual the participants but only the viewers. Folk theatre. Folk theatre is a composite art form in India with a fusion of elements from music, dance, pantomime, versification, epic and ballad recitation, graphic and plastic arts, religious and festival pleasantry. The folk theatre, having roots in native culture, is embedded in local identity and social values. Folk theatre in India has a rich legacy. In the ancient Vedic culture and even in the Buddhist literature, folk theatre first made its presence felt as an art form to illustrate the unaddicted realities of life. However, it is only in the medieval period folk theatre gradually became an integral part of Indian drama. Historically, folk theatre in India did emerge back in the 15th or in the 16th century as illustration from Puranas, eposses, historical epic, myths, and biographies of the celestial heroes. Folk theatres in India is mainly narrative in its form. This indeed points towards the origin and the age-old sages of the Sutradhara in Indian Natya. Indian folk theatre can actually be divided into two broad categories like the religious and the secular. Folk theatre in India still has retained its age-old narrative form while echoing a high dramatic narrative style. There is a long tradition of folk entertainers who either move alone or in group in the rural India. They are the entertainers as well as the preachers of value, philosophical tenets, and indeed of religious cult. Folk theatres had adopted their mode of expressions amidst dance and music as well as the songs. Every state in India has its own distinctive form of folk theatre, variously known as the Jatra in Orissa, Bengal and the eastern Bihar, Tamasha in Maharashtra, Nautanki in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Punjab, Bhavai in Gujarat, Ramlila from north part of India, Yakshashangana from Karnataka, Swang from Haryana, Tamasha from Maharashtra, puppetry from the state of Odisha, Rajasthan, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and many more. So children, let us study some of the famous folk dances in India. So let's begin with the first one, that is the puppetry show or the wooden puppet Kathputli. Children, let us understand the first folk dance of India, that is puppetry or wooden puppets, which is also known as Kathputli dance. A traditional folk dance, Kathputli, is a puppet dance based on a popular legends and performed by skilled puppeteers. Such is the popularity of puppet playing tradition in Rajasthan, that is the name of Kathputli dance. It itself evokes the images of Rajasthan and its folklore. The puppets in Rajasthan are one of the popular sources of entertainment in the state. The art of puppetry is practiced by a community of agricultural laborers of Rajasthan. These puppets are attached with string that the puppeteers use to move them around. The word Kathputli is a combination of two Rajasthani languages. The word Kath means wood and the word Putli means doll. Kathputli means a puppet which is made entirely from wood. However, it is made out of wood, cotton cloths and metal wire. It is believed that somewhere around 1500 years ago, tribal Rajasthani, that is Bhatt community, started the use of Kathputli as string art, and it is in their love for tradition that art of Kathputli survived the test of time. Traditional of Kathputli is based on the folk tales and the stories. The origin of shadow puppets in India are attributed to the gods, and plays usually takes place outside the temple of Shiva, who is the patron god of puppets. Remains of clay dolls have been found in the excavation of archaeological site of Harappan civilization as well as the sites in Egypt and Greece. It is possible that they were used as puppets. In ancient India, materials like wood, wool, leather, horns, and ivory were used to make puppets. The Kathputli, a traditional art of puppetry in India, has two styles. One that developed in Rajasthan and other that developed in the southern region of India. The artists who staged Kathputli shows are found in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Assam, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, and Kerala. The role of narrator, known as Sutradhara, is very crucial in the success of Kathputli's stage show. The stage for this puppetry show is quite small, but the puppeteers use light and sound effect in the ingenious way. Shadow puppets, hand puppets, wooden puppets and string puppets are used in Kathputli show. Let us move to the next theatre, that is Dasha Avatar Theatre. Dasha Avatar is a popular form of theatre with history of 800 years. Dasha Avatar is a part of folk theatre in Maharashtra. The term Dasha Avatar refers to the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu, the Hindu god of preservation. The 10 incarnations of Matsya, that is fish, Kurma, tortoise, Varaha, that is boar, Narsimha, lion man, Vaman, dwarf, Parashuram, Ram, Krishna, Buddha and Kalki. It is performed during the annual festival of village deity in temple premises after midnight. It is performed without any technical prompts. Each character entered the stage from behind the curtain held by two persons. The Dasha Avatar performance comprises of two sessions. The one is Purva Rage, that is the initial session, and the other one is Uttar Ranga, the later session. The Purva Ranga is a preliminary presentation that precedes the performance properly. The Purva Ranga is the story about the killing of the demon Sakhasur. This is act also included the characters of Lord Ganesha, Riddhi Siddhi, a Brahmin, Sharda, the goddess of learning, Brahmadev, and Lord Vishnu. The Uttaranga, known as Akhyam, is considered to be the main performance based on Hindu mythological tales, highlighting one of the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. The performance uses bright makeups and costumes. It is accompanied by three musical instruments, that is harmonium, tabla, and krams. Dasha Avatar is popular in major localities like Malwa, Vengula, Kudal, Savantwadi, and many more. In Sindhudurg district of South Konkan region of Maharashtra. At the beginning of the show, Sutradhara, the narrator, invokes Lord Ganesha, the destroyer of the obstacle. The method of acting, makeup, costumes of Dasha shows is set by the tradition. The show is mostly musical, but sometimes there may be a few spontaneous dialogues. The characters representing God uses wooden masks. The show ends by breaking dahi handi, an earthen pot of curd, followed by arati, singing praises of the god. In the 18th century, Sham Nayak Kale started a part of Dasha Avatar artists, which used to perform all over the Maharashtra. Vishnudat Bhave, the pioneer of Marathi theatre, staged mythological play by introducing some modification in Dasha Avatar style. Thus, the origin of Marathi theatre can be traced to Dasha Avatar tradition. The word part means trope. The next one that we have, that is bhajan, means singing devotional songs. To sing songs in praise of God and chanting God's name accompanied by instrumental like tal, mridangam, pakvaj is known as bhajan. There are two types of bhajan such as chakri bhajan and songi bhajan. Chakri bhajan. In Chakri Bhajan, devotees keep moving in circular motion and sing without break, whereas Songi Bhajan, the singer actor act as devotee and deliver dialogues in the form of devotional songs. Tukadoji Maharaj introduced a new form of bhajan, that is Khanjri Bhajan. In North India, the bhajan composed by Saint Tulsidas and the great poet Surdas, Saint Mirabai and Saint Kabir are very popular. Compositions of the great Punder Das, Kanak Das, Vijaya Das, and Goswami, and many more are sung in Karnataka. In Gujarat, saint like Mehta gave momentum to the Bhakti movement. In Maharashtra, Saint Namdev supported the tradition of Bhajan Kirtan through the tradition of Vakari sect. The Vakari sect developed a glorious tradition of Bhajan Kirtan. Let's move to the next folk theatre, that is Kirtan. Kirtan. Traditionally, Narad Muni is supposed to be the founder of Kirtana tradition. Saint Namdev is known as the first Kirtankar of Maharashtra. After that, other saints helped the tradition to flourish. The Kirtankar is also known as Haridas, or they were also called as Kathakari Buve. He has to dress in a traditional way. He needs to train himself in oratory, singing, musical instrument, dance, and humor. He needs to be very well informed. Kirtan is performed in the temple or in premise of temple. Lalit. Lalit is an old form of entertainment in Maharashtra. It belongs to the tradition of Naradya Kirtan. It is quite popular in Goa and Konkan. During the performance of Lalit on the occasion of religious festival, it is presumed that the presiding deity of that festival is present on the throne and then she invoked for fulfillment of a desire. The invocation continues as follows: let everybody be granted their desire. Let entire village live in happiness till we perform next Lalit. Let the internal clashes vanish with this performance of Lalit. Let nobody mind be spoilt with prejudice. Let all the transactions happen with clear mind. Let the community's behavior be pious. The Lalit is performed in a theatrical style. Stories of Krishna, Rama, and great devotees are presented during the performance. A few texts of Lalit are available in Hindi as well. Lalit forms a part of backdrops of modern Marathi theatres. The next folk theatre that we have, that is Bharud. Bharud can be described as a metaphorical song that has spiritual and ethical lessons. Bharud is comparable to the style of road shows. Bharuds composed by Saint Eknath are popular in Maharashtra because its wide range of subjects, dramatic quality, easy rhythm, and humor. Saint Eknath composed Bharud with the purpose of educating people on various aspects of life. Bharud is one of the most important folk art of Maharashtra, which is still alive as it going strong even at present. This was very unique and very popular creation. This art forms is an educative as it is enjoyable and it is a favorite among the people. It is an important medium to advocate spirituality through drama, elocution and music. Barod is very old poetic form mainly used by saint poet like Eknath. in the year 1528 till the year 99. This poet is credited with writing around 300 baruds of on 125 subjects. Barud is a Marathi dramatic song that has double meanings. The meaning has materialistic meaning at the surface level and spiritual meaning at the deeper level. Under the guise of comedy, it condemns various inhuman practices, hypocritical or fraudulent behavior prevalent in different cults. The characters depicted in Barud includes fortune teller, sadhus, housewives, and many more. It also describes common or daily life situations such as quarrels between husband and wife, scorpion's bite, and exorcism of ghost. Barud also help in exposing silly customs like superstition and duping of ignorant people like sadhus. Barud is usually sung as a part of bhajan or sung and enacted often within a talk. The Barud begins with the praise of Lord Vithoba with the loud cry. During the enactment, the Barud, several interpolations arises in the form of dialogues taking place between the leader and his companions. Usually, the first stanza of Barud describes the material situation and the later stanza gives a detailed explanation of the theme. Gradually explaining the meaning of the stanzas, the Baruds finally give spiritual conclusion. After Tamasha, Barud is the next favorite form of folk art in the rural areas. Barud is an important part of annual fairs. It thus provides entertainment as well as moral or ethical instrument to the audience. Tamasha. Tamasha is a traditional form of Marathi theatre, often with singing and dancing, widely performed by local or traveling theatre groups within the state of Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, the Kolhati groups are traditionally associated with the performance of tamasha. Tamasha is a Persian word. It means pleasing sight. Tamasha developed as an independent art form in the year 18th century by absorbing various triads of folk theatre and classical arts. There are two types of traditional tamashas such as Sangeet Bhari and Dholkacha Pad. Dance and music are more important than drama in Sangeet Bhari. Tamasha with dramas, the main part, was developed later. It included Wag, the dramatic part. The Wag became very lively and entertaining because of its spontaneous humor. The show began by singing the praise of Lord Ganesha, known as Gana. It is followed with the presentation of Gavalan. The second part of Tamasha presents the Wag. The popular play like Vichar माझी पूर्ण करा or Gadvacha Lagna are examples of modern form of tamasha. Children, let us move to the next folk theatre, that is Povadas. The Povada is a genre of Marathi poetry that emerged during the late of 17th century in India. The Povadas are a kind of ballad written in an exciting style and narrate the historical event in an inspiring way. The composer cum singer of the Povadas are known as Shahirs. Povadas is a dramatic narration by alternatingly reciting poetry and prosaic extract. Povadas narrate great deeds of heroic men and women in a very forceful and inspiring style. The Povadas composed by Adnan Das, a contemporary poet of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, narrating the incident of killing Afzal Khan, and other one, the Battle of Simhargarh, composed by Tulsidas, are two well-known examples of Povadas. In the British period, Povadas narrating the stories of Umaji Nayak, Chapekar brothers, and about Mahatma Gandhi were also composed. During the period of Samyukt Maharashtra movement, the Povadas were also used as a medium of creating awareness among the people. Children, let us discuss the evaluation segment of the given module. Question number 1, complete the concept chart. 10 incarnation of Vishnu. So, as we all have studied, the 10 different incarnations of Vishnus are Matsya, Kurma, Varha, Narsimha, Vamana, Parashurama, Rama, Krishna, Buddha, and Kalki. Let us move to the next question, that is give reasons. First one, Baruts were used to be used for educating people. So the answer is Barut can be described as a metaphorical song that has spiritual and ethical lessons. It is comparable to the style of roadshows. It have wide range of subjects, dramatic quality, easy rhythm and humor. Common people could be reached easily, hence Baruts were used to be educating people. Let us move to the next question, that is origin of Marathi theatre can be traced to Dasha Avatar theatre tradition. So the answer is Dasha Avatar is a part of folk theatre in Maharashtra. The method of acting, makeup, costumes in Dasha Avatar shows a set by tradition. Vishnudas Bhave, the pioneer of Marathi theatre, staged metaphorical play by introducing some modification in Dasha Avatar style. Thus, the origins of Marathi theatre can be traced to Dasha Avatar tradition. Let us move to the next question, that is question number 3. Answer in brief. Answer in brief. What is bhajan? Explain the types of bhajan. So children, as we have already studied that what is bhajan, song sung in the praise of God and chanting God's name accompanied by instrument like tal, mridang, pakvaj is called as a bhajan. There are two types of bhajan. One is Chakri bhajan and the other one is Songi bhajan. In the Chakri bhajan, devotees keep moving in a circular fashion and sing without a break. In the Songi bhajan, the singer, actors act as devotees and deliver dialogues in the form of devotional songs. Tukoji Maharaj introduced a new form of bhajan that is called as Khanjari bhajan. Let us move to the next question, that is list the narration used in Lalit for invoking deity. So the answer for the question is the narration used in Lalit for invocation are as follows. First one, let everybody be granted their desire. Let entire village live in happiness till we perform the next Lalit. Next, let the internal clashes vanish with this performance of Lalit. Fourth one, let nobody's mind be spoiled with prejudice. Next one, let all transaction happen with clear minds. And the last one, let the community be pious. So children, with this we had end our module 1 of the given lesson. Thank you my dear student for listening me patiently. We will meet again in the next video, that is in the module 2 of the given lesson, that is entertainment and history. To know or to understand the chapter better, kindly read the textbook and watch the video thoroughly.